Fast food leads to obesity. Eating out can lead to excessive calorie intake and increase our chances of becoming overweight because of eating large portions and increased energy density of food. Almost all foods are known to be high in calories, fat, trans and saturated, sugar, salt, and carbohydrates. These are all things that make us gain unwanted weight. Fast foods do not aid in weight loss. If one is trying to lose weight, eating fast food is not the ideal measure to take. If we prepare our foods ourselves, we can determine what is healthy and what is not. We can also control the amount of sugar and grease that we put into our food. Unlike going to fast food restaurants, the food is already prepared and a person's health or weight loss journey is not really a concern of the food makers. Fast food affects our children more often than adults because the majority of fast food is aimed towards our children. I'm sure all of us have children that love to eat fast foods, not thinking of what it can do to their bodies. For example, some of our children love McDonald's because the meals come with a free toy, especially the Happy Meals. What child would want to go somewhere, eat good food, and receive a free toy? It's up to us as parents the kind of food that we allow our children to intake. More studies show that calorie content out of home meals children consumed was 55% higher than those of the meals that we prepare for them at home. It's okay to treat our children to their favorite fast food restaurant at times, but it's something that we shouldn't want to do on a regular basis because their health concerns should be our number one priority. According to the CDC, 36% of American adults and 17% of our youth ages 19 and under is obese. Obesity is leading to major health complications such as premature deaths like heart disease, fatty liver, arthritis, and diabetes, among other issues. The four main reasons fast food causes obesity is first, unhealthy ingredients. Most of the fast foods contain large amounts of sugar, fat, and carbohydrates, and less vitamins and minerals. The second is larger proportions. The proportion size has increased tremendously, and people will still eat the complete meal no matter if they're feeling full or not. They try to make fast foods so tasty that we can't resist. Third is lower pricing. Many fast food restaurants offer great deals on meals, which makes it hard to pass by. Especially, say for instance, you've had a long day at work, and when you get home, you may not feel like cooking. So our first thing that we tend to do is stop and pick up something quick to eat, not thinking of the calories and fat, salt that we're about to intake. Lastly, it's the convenience. Let's just say we're having a party for one of our younger children. The first thing we tend to do is call the pizza man and order pizza because we know that's one of our children's favorite foods. Pizza from a fast food restaurant has about 10 grams of fat per slice, 5 grams of saturated fat, and large amounts of salt, which is sodium. All of these things are major reasons of a person becoming obese. According to the Food Institute's analysis of data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, millennials alone spend 45% of their budget food dollars on eating out. Monetarily, millennials spend roughly $50.75 per week on fast foods consumed away from home, which is roughly $2,639 per year. Just think of how much money we could save if we were to prepare our meals from home, and the meals that we prepare are healthy. And occasionally, a night out of fast food won't hurt, but a habit of eating out regularly could cause a number of health problems. As I mentioned earlier, Diabetes can develop because of the amount of salt that is in fast foods. The amount of cholesterol in fast foods leads to heart disease because it elevates our blood sugar. These are just two illnesses that can arise from too much intake of fast foods. Most fast foods are loaded with carbohydrates and little, if any, fiber. These fast foods affect both our digestive and cardiovascular systems. Eating carbohydrates in large amounts can lead to repeated spikes in our blood sugar. As time passes, these insulin spikes can cause the body's normal insulin response to falter, which causes a lead to increase the risk of insulin intake, diabetes type 2, and weight gain. A lot of things we love to eat is high in trans fat. Some of these things are pastries, the dough from pizza, cookies, and fried pies. Not saying we shouldn't eat these things at all, but it's important to be mindful of how much we intake because they can be harmful. People who eat fast food and processed pastries are 51% more likely to develop depression than people who don't eat it at all or very rare, according to Healthline. Fast foods also affect our skin because of the amount of carbohydrates that it has in it. Children who eat fast foods up to 3 times per week are more likely to develop eczema, which causes irritated patches of inflamed, itchy skin. In conclusion, fast food tastes good and consuming it once in a while is okay, but eating too much of it is often the result of many health conditions and problems, not to mention weight gain, which causes obesity. Even though these restaurants make the food look so appealing and affordable, we have to refrain from partaking on a regular basis because the outcome can be detrimental to our health. So let's think about the things that we put into our bodies.